this chick walks into my Spanish class 3 days in, okay? And I know this chick, right? And me and this chick, we were friends in the past. She, of course, doesn't remember me. No one does.
Oh, same.
Right? But I noticed something about this chick. And I think we all know what I noticed.
She had a big booty.
She had a dick.
Same.
I was about to say that.
Oh god, no, I'm imagining it now.
You took your pants off and she took hers off and she had a bigger wiener than you.
Yes. My fantasy.
But, all this stuff's happening with it. Like, she walks in, I'm like, actually, she's pretty hot this year, holy crap. Then I start sweating like I am now, because whenever I even think about this and how to talk to her, I start sweating, okay? Right. So, yeah, I'm
Dweller?
Don't worry, I got a bottle of water to cool me off. But it's not basement, it's called living room. But, so, I'm there, and all year, me trying to impress this girl, trying to be funny, makes me into sound like a weirdo. A creepy, lonely weirdo, okay? Class memes included to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram follower count, me getting a girl, my life, and more, okay? So, and we also played a lot of Kahoot in that class, okay?
Oh, I love Kahoot.
Yeah, and each time I would always either make it please date me or put my Instagram in there and I'd always try and get at the top of the leaderboard and scream free advertisement.
I just put the worst names ever.
Which it was pretty funny
I had
to
my
be
name
on.
as Adolf Hitler once.
Right?
I got yelled at.
But I'm pretty sure she just thought I was a weirdo creep all year, so I'm a failure for that. But I think last day I pulled it off, okay? Everyone who was on last night knows what I'm about to say. But what I did was, on last day, I said this joke, and I'm like, I can't even tell when I'm joking anymore, trying to tell her and the class that I was joking all year, okay? Right? Speaking of which, I made Instagram just trying to get her to follow me on it. I got everyone in that class to follow me except her, okay? But I'm joking in that class. And then I'm like, what's the best thing I could do in this class that would make people... So then I remember I downloaded something on my phone. So I pull out my phone and I open up the Magic Conch Shell app. Hello, Wolf.
Billy.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you decent, Wolf?
Yeah, I gave some
You
points
a
away.
lot of points.
I thought you're legendary.
I gave away 2,000 points.
A bunch of people want me to tell the Spanish story.
Can you give me points?
You should have been here, man. I gave away all I could. I deranked over it, so...
I was here last night. I just fell asleep in my chair, so...
You gotta quit doing that, man. Just go to bed.
I know.
Okay, keep on going, Billy. Keep on going.
Okay.
So, Billy.
Billy, you told the same story yesterday. You said the same story yesterday. I was still listening to the same story.
But I never heard
So you're listening again?
I haven't heard it either.
Basically.
We don't need to hear it again.
I haven't been on for the past 3 days because I've been addicted to other games.
Overwatch and
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't even own Overwatch.
Overwatch is amazing. I just hate Winston.
Okay, guys, I'll finish it when Wolf is gone. Okay.
How long do you got left on your story, man?
5 minutes, that's max.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay. So, last day, I pull out my phone, and I open up this app I downloaded a few days ago, the Magic Conch Shell app, okay? And I'm there, and then I start asking it questions, and it gives me answers, and the class dies. I mean, I even look at this chick, she's laughing too, so I know, I made success, man. I'm in, maybe I'm even in the friend zone, my dream come true. Okay, so, I'm there, And then I start asking questions. Will I get a girlfriend next year? No. Okay, I'm there, sitting disappointed. Will I get it next year? Yes. And the whole class freaks out because they're like, holy crap, you're going to achieve something. Because when I went to prom, no, not prom, I'm not old enough, homecoming, I went with a friend, and my friend tried to hook me up with this girl, which I regret every moment of that. And then, and then this other guy came, which he was like the fifth wheel. No, trust me, you'll understand. He was like the fifth wheel on this, but I was more like the third wheel, and this chick was like the fourth wheel. Like, the chick was nice, but she was odd. I ended up kind of, getting into my friend's date. But
I thought you said I started getting into my friend.
That's another story for another time, okay?
No, that's another story for a different server. Yo, Billy, did you just do, a lot of Oxy before you came on? Because every time you come on, you want to tell these stories. It makes me think you're stoned as fuck.
I'm
Well,
living
you
in
see,
the
it's because
sky.
everybody on the server asks them
Then
to
why
use a
doesn't
file.
everyone just mute him then?
Because
Don't mute 'em,
sometimes his stories are actually interesting, but I've heard all of them. I've literally heard all of them.
I haven't heard any.
Wait,
of
have
them.
you heard the one about the racist scout?
Tell
What?
that. I'm interested now.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish Spanish. So, I'm experimenting. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, holy crap, I'm doing it. So class finishes. We all walk out. We all had a good laugh. Especially when I said, will I get hit by a car? And it said yes. But
Did
then,
you get hit by a car?
Not yet. But
That's
then 3 weeks goes by, okay? And I get this message on my Instagram because I followed this chick, okay? And says, hey, it's at me and at a couple other guys, and it's like, you guys are on the ugly list, okay? And I'm there, and I'm like, oh crap, but this is the first time she messaged me, so, this can't be a scam, this has to be true. It was a scam, by the way. I should have used my common sense. But I check the ugly list. It says login with your Instagram. Looks like an official Instagram page. Login brings me to a page that says you've been hacked. I sit there, call myself stupid, change my password, get my Instagram back, put out PSA, and then I realize it's all adware that will take someone's account and make it's weird. It won't take their account, but it will use their account to comment on something. And then, add people to it. Yeah, I'm not even sure how it works, but, it basically tried to steal my Instagram, which, I'm happy someone's trying to take something from me, because that means they want something from me. But, I'm there, and I'm sitting there dumbfounded, and I'm like, this adware could have chose anyone on my contacts list, and it had to choose this one girl, which got me hyped because this girl actually messaged me. It's just for it to be adware, okay?
Why don't you just ask her, like I said yesterday, to go out with you?
I told you, I sweat. Dude,
Hey, can you go out with me? And that's it.
Dude, I am literally the nerdiest guy. I'm so nerdy, I come on the CSGO servers and tell stories, okay? I'm pretty much Luna.
Oh
except
He's
my
not-
like
gosh.
Leafy. He's like Leafy.
I was so
except
close
for-
to the portal. I overshot it and I went above the portal. I'm done.
I just bought that game. That's cool.
I don't care.
So, Wolf, did I tell you about the racist scout?
You need to tell that. I'm so ready for that.
Okay, it's not going to turn out the way you think, because it's not scouts being... it's not... His voice is so...
He sounds like he's in a helicopter.
So his voice is so
Air traffic control. 9/11, yep.
Oh lord.
So anyway, tell your story of this racist scout. Entertain me beyond.
Okay. And then after, I might tell a story about the pyro. But here's what happened.
Nope, you get one story, Billy. One story.
A story at a time.
the story about the pyro.
Pyro I'll save for tomorrow. Okay. But, so here's what happened. So, a few weeks ago, I was at this summer camp, okay? It was a great camp, like one of the best camps ever, okay? Best Boy Scout camp ever, okay? Over
Camp Fondle Boys.
over 1,000 of us there, okay? And then
And
there's this one
for people who feel
troop,
insecure.
1996, okay? And they looked very professional, right? Like, as in their entire uniforms, they
Why
had the
do you always
hats
get
and
scammed?
everything. Because that's my life, okay? So they all have their hats and stuff. But one thing that made this troop unique is it was an all African American troop, okay?
Oh my god. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
kidding.
this comes into play, okay? So, what happens is, during breakfast and dinner, troops are called up one by one to go up. But lunch is the only exception, because it's any order. So it could be like me, and then another guy from another troop, and then another guy from another troop. But at breakfast, it'd be like my troop, and then another troop. So it could be random kids, okay? So what would happen is each day, I'd always be like one of the first people in line, because
Nerd.
Nerd alert.
but I'd always be one of the first people in line because my class was right next to the lunch area. So I was like, cool, I'd always get lunch first. So I'd stand there and a couple guys behind me, and then one of the kids from Troop 1996, okay? And I'm like, okay, so it's just a kid from Troop 1996. And then other members started to come, and then they started to cut everyone in line and line up with their troop, okay? And they would line in a big huddle, and then slowly they would cut past people and push their way to the front, okay? And they'd be like almost directly in the front. And then what would happen is, we're there, right? We're standing, and doors would open, and they would push us all out of the way and make bolt for it, okay? They'd bolt for it inside. And it was like really rude and mean and stuff.
Hey,
And then
how old were
Bolt
these
for it
people?
to get food.
How old were these people?
some were like newbies, like 11, 12, and some were like looked to be 18.
You can't act like that. You can't act like
Yeah.
that. It's like,
Especially as a scout, man. But
especially if you're that old. Like if you're like maybe like 5 or 10, like the 10, you could probably do that. But if you're old, that's retarded. Don't do that.
But the problem is, none of us wanted to call him out because everyone else here is white, and everything's so like racist these days. You know, like if you say,
Get back
"Oh,
on cotton farm.
Why don't you just cut far?
that.
Why don't you just cut far of them? Just cut.
Oh no.
but,
we know that was
like, everyone's so afraid of being called a racist these days, right? So there was this day to where one of the little kids cut to the front of the line, right? And his troop wasn't there yet. So I'm like, I'm going to talk to this guy. I'm going to tell him to go back to the line. So I'm about to say something, and then I hear from behind me, "Don't you even dare." And I turn around, and I see this kid, right?
And
This
it's
kid looks to be
Jesus.
14. Except this kid is shorter than me. Like, this kid's like 5'5", and I'm 6, okay? He's saying it to me, okay?
You pick
So
them
I'm-
up in RKO.
No, I wish it. I wish, dude. But, and,
go, say so.
and I look at him, and he's like, and the kid's like, "That's my little brother. Don't you dare say anything to him," right? And then I turn back around because the problem is I don't want to get into a fight with this kid, and then his troop come, and then like all gang on me,
He's
or
little,
like
'cause he's
all
little.
call me
So
racist
then
or
where's
something.
your troop? Why won't they protect you?
Because they all, dude, you don't
These are all
understand.
scrawny, these are
Down
all
here in the
scrawny
South,
white kids.
racism is everywhere. Okay, if you do anything, people will say you're racist.
Freaking
It's
nerd.
true. No one wants to be labeled a racist. I can understand that.
Even
Yeah.
though I'm racist, but
And especially me, I'm a nice guy who's really nerdy. Like, if I'm labeled it, my career is over, and it's already over, so that makes it even worse,
What
okay?
career though?
Dank memes dealer.
You telling stories makes you racist.
Oh, crap.
Racist.
No! But, like, thing is, this troop, like, they seem pretty rough. Like, the way, the expressions they had on their face, and what made
Oh
it
my
worse
gosh,
is the
I
leaders,
undershot the portal.
the leaders in their troop didn't criticize them at all. Okay?
Because they're black, probably. Oh my god.
The leaders are too, but it's just frustrating because
Frustrating.
this troop pretty much acted like they could do whatever they want, and no one wanted to call them out for it. Okay?
Isn't there like troop leaders? or something?
Yeah, but ours didn't want to get into a fight either because this camp could
Is it
have
racist?
Is he
taken
gonna
their.
get beat up?
For all we know, this camp could have taken their side and kicked us out for being racist.
Then go to another camp.
I see one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those situations where it's a lose-lose.
Yeah, and it was our first year at this camp. The last time we were there was like 6 years ago.
Dude, YOLO.
So we weren't like too sure if they would.
Yo,
like,
it is
defend
storming
us.
so hard outside where I live right now.
That's pretty cool because no one actually cares.
But that is the story of the
How I
racist
Met Your Mother.
troop.
Okay.
Okay, that was boring.
Thank
That
you,
was,
Billy.
that was a pretty good story. It was better than his last story. No offense. His
I
story's
live in
probably-
Actually, I
Missouri,
like
and
the
we
Spanish
have a
one.
thunderstorm warning and 60 miles per hour
The
wind.
Spanish one is like only if you saw like what it looked like that. It just that's the
wasn't
icing
bad.
on the cake.
It wasn't bad, but the story was
Please
better.
RTV.
No, I like
What?
this map.
This is a great map.
Sounds fun.
This map is too easy.
Well, not for me. I'm bad. I just started surfing like a week ago. It's like I'm getting better.
I
at it,
started
so-
surfing a day ago.
I started surfing like forever ago, but I'm still like terrible. So